Welcome back to Inside Out, where we transform you body, soul, and image. And we have our makeover guests here, mother and daughter, Jenny and Abby, back here on our show. How are you guys?
I'm doing great.
You look phenomenal. Before and after pictures, night and day. Your hair, she actually just had her hair cut in the studio in California. So, well, thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you
so much. So I would like to talk about your business, because your business is not the normal 9 to 5.
No.
You're not working, you're not a personal trainer, you're not a teacher. Can you tell our viewers what you do?
Well, my business is actually a Christ-centered energy healing company, or I love to teach people about energy, and generally for Christian people, it's a topic they're not comfortable with because they don't understand, and so I've just translated into words that they understand. So instead of meditation, it's prayer. And and just teaching them in a gospel arena.
And after talking to you yesterday, I got to hear a couple of cool stories about the transformation process that happens with a lot of your clients that come and they have, whether it's sexual abuse or whether it's an eating disorder or it's business, you help get past all this mess and you make it a message. And that's really what our show is all about. And how do you do that? What inspired you to take on this career, because you're a mother of how many children? And a busy mom?
And almost 9.
Okay, so
very busy. Yeah, we choose to homeschool our children, so we've got some busy things going on. But really, I feel like this is a calling I'm very passionate about, because I've gone through my own healing process, my own transformation of starting to let go of things and limiting beliefs, and so that's a lot of what this deals with. Is we have traumatic experiences, and when we have that, we want to make some kind of sense of the chaos. And so we take on these beliefs like, well, if that happened, if I believe this, it'll keep that from happening again. But it may not be true, and it limits us in our growth. And so helping people identify that, and then putting in really positive, powerful beliefs so that they can become who they're meant to be.
Speaking of powerful beliefs, I have your book here. It's called Over 1,000 Categorized Positive and Negative Beliefs, 2nd edition. And just from reading this yesterday in my 5 minutes of flipping through, I was touched. I came across a page and my eyes began to water, and I was trying to hold back. Here I am trying to coach her, and I'm like, whoa, this is powerful. But it seems so elementary that I think a lot of people would overlook it without reading a book, or having it in front of them. So can you tell our viewers about this amazing book that has touched me in 5 minutes alone?
Well, it's the easiest to use if you use something called muscle testing or applied kinesiology, but really you can also use your intuition and be led to what it's designed and categorized. I don't know if you want to open it up into groupings, and it's organized according to chakras. Chakras are a bridge between our body and our spirit, and they govern specific things. And so they're organized into those things. So like the root chakra is about your security or survival, actually being able to live. So if I were to find a belief in the root chakra in a certain category, and it's I'm not safe to feel my feelings, that would actually mean that they actually feel like I can't live if I feel my feelings. It's dangerous to me. But if I were to find that same belief in the throat chakra, it would mean I'm not safe to express my feelings, because the throat is all about expression. And so it's important where it's found, but like I said, you can use it with intuition, but it's basically just categorized into different, like a victim mindset or a control mindset, or maybe it's something stagnant, and then moving on. And then there's a positive belief that can also be found to replace that negative.
That's wonderful, because it's hard to get rid of a negative belief without replacing it.
Right. I feel like it really creates a void, and we need to fill that with more light and knowledge of this, so we can progress.
Absolutely. I love what you're doing, Jenny.
Thank you.
And Miss Abigail here. Abby, so what do? You're working, you're editing, you're passionate about editing and writing. Can you tell our viewers about what you do?
Well, I guess I'm I mean, pretty much it's just like, hey, I wrote this thing and I need it edited. And so I edit, and I make changes that you can see so that mom can go back through and say, you know what, I actually don't like that change because that takes away from my voice.
Yeah.
And so then she can go back and fix it. And because I think that's one of the most important things when I go through and edit, that mom's voice still needs to be there.
That's awesome.
Because that is powerful.
So I have 2 websites, and so Abby has edited everything that's on there. And we actually, one of my students was she's a BYU professor that teaches editing.
Oh, wow.
And when she came to my site, she said, I was amazed, there's like no errors, there are no errors. And I said, well, my 17-year-old daughter is my editor.
That's so cool. Getting an early start. And it's great that you're finding what you're passionate about at such an early age. Coming up next, we're going to talk about their makeover process, soul, body, and image. We're going to dig deep, and we're going to go on the outside. We're going everywhere, head to toe. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.